Welcome back. My name is Ian, and we are playing Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. So the game is making us choose our party. So I've already selected my character. It's going to be Ian, Celestka, and Itsuki. And I was thinking I could still be right. Itsuki could still be the villain or murderer. Or we still haven't really gotten to the bottom of this investigation. Anyway, let's move on. Again? At least use a different boss. Come on, don't be lazy. It's gonna be the same mechanics mostly. I mean, can we shoot his head? Let's try something different. See if it gives me a bit of a different outcome here. Or not. Ow. Wasn't paying attention. Don't move your head so much, please. You missed. Should just aim for his chest, it's easier. Not that he's doing much. Forgive me, guys. This is gonna be a long fight. And Ian is dying. Let's see if he's... Where is he? Let's heal him up. I'm not going to be aiming at his forehead anymore, any longer. Because it's just gonna make the video take forever. I'm just gonna accept that I'm not good at sniping and just move on with my life. Ow. I'm not really concerned about myself because I have I know I should have spec'd offensively, but I spec'd a bit more defensively than offensive. It's just that I noticed that when I spec'd 150 points into critical damage, my critical hits were barely doing like 100, not 100, 800 more points of damage than they normally would. So I thought to myself, this is a waste of points. Despite, we also got an achievement called OP for allocating 150 points into a single stat. Use hyper awareness here, just in case something happens. And he missed, because I dodged it. That's what I was saying. Not Celestka. Koreha died for no reason. Ow. Let's heal myself. So Koreha died for no reason. I was using hyper awareness. Ow. I ran into that one. Let's go and res her. Or not. So I was using hyper awareness and she just stood there and took the shot for me despite me being invulnerable to all damage. Which I thought was a bit dumb. When I make plans, I expect people to follow them. Not to a T, but I mean at least have some semblance of the plan going in. Not that we planned it, but Alright, that didn't happen. Nothing happened. Stop moving so much, please. Let me kill you. It's still alive, right in the forehead? Okay, so what did that accomplish? We killed it? Now what? I can't move. Is it over? Ellipsis. Oh, excuse me. Ellipsis. Kareha? I won't mention her name. She died in vain. She doesn't deserve to be mentioned. Master, was that really Death Gun? No. Death Gun? If you're talking about Death Gun, the players calling themselves by that name have been arrested by the police. You probably already knew this, Ian, but there's a player called Spiegel whose real name is Kyoji Shinkawa. He and his older brother Shoichi are the real masterminds behind Death Gun. But that was so obvious though. And I logged in to tell you guys that I heard from when I logged in to tell you guys that I heard from Yui that the Arphasis wasn't in Yu-Gi-Oh anymore. So the Arphasis disappeared, then I couldn't get a hold of you guys. So the Arphasis disappeared, then I couldn't get a hold of you guys. What the hell's going on here, and where are we? I guess I should be the one to explain that. It was probably going to get out eventually. This is the Death Game area, an alternate world that only resembles GGO. Kureha. She died protecting Ian. She died in vain. I was invulnerable to all damage because I used hyper awareness, which makes me invulnerable to all damage. I don't understand what she did. Why she did that. Died? What do you... Wait, you don't mean... Let me reread that. Died. What do you... Wait, you don't mean... Yeah, Ian and the others are wearing nerve gears. Death Gun threatened them and told them their friends were going to die. Those nerve gears were set up to automatically send them here when they logged in. If you want to know more, talk to Taipan. I don't know much about the program myself, and I'm actually not a big fan of long talks. So I guess it being obvious threw me off. So I overlooked the fact that that Spiegel was a Death Gun. What are you saying? Exuki, don't tell me you're... The bottom option? I guess I never told you, but I'm the villain here. I didn't plan on Kureha and Celestka showing up. Though, I mean, most people care only about themselves. But I knew for a fact that you would come. I planned on risking my life to prove something to you. But why even reveal it? You could have just gotten away with the crime. This is a bit moronic. You should have just stayed quiet and let it slip. I wanted to show you our special bond, that I'm all you've got. Not with this sloppy mess. I mean, you really messed up this time. You could have just kept it quiet and moved on. But ultimately, you were right. The people you call your friends ended up being true friends. You probably won't forgive me for what I did, right? I don't blame you. I forgive you. I mean, I don't, but the cops won't, though. That's a different problem. I did betray you and your friends after all. And that's exactly why I'm going to fulfill my duties as the villain. Alright, heroes. Stir my heart
僕に
some
もっ
more.
と感動を与えてくれ。奇跡を見せ
Show
て
me
く
a
れ。
miracle. As I said, if he would have just kept quiet, no one would have known other than me. And we would have just not said anything. But if... Well, actually, that's a lie. I would have reported him to the police. Because focus on the fight. If you guys are really wearing your gears, then Izuki's right. This is a real battlefield. I'm not concerned. I'm immune to damage, so let's plan that ricochet like I had pre-planned. Critical violation detected. Suspending GM access. What kind of error is this? Answer me. An emergency shutdown of all system functions will commence. Damn it, I wasn't expected to be betrayed by a program. Should have known, should have pre-planned for this. Daddy, I'm connected to our system from here, but the land is growing unstable. Not good, everyone. Hang in there until we're locked out. We're gonna make it back. Oh, this sucks. There's no point in killing people for no reason. I mean, you've been literally killing people for no reason. So, I don't understand. Looks like it's finally just the two of us, but not for long. I mean, I'm not planning to kill you, so I don't understand. I'll see you again, maybe in the virtual world, maybe in the real world, who knows? Why would I kill someone with a similar mind? Not to mention that it's morally wrong. You plan to continue looking for meaning in this world, you might find it coming up ahead. So there was a mystery inside another mystery. Kind of weird. Results. Enemies defeated. Unique enemies defeated. Marks defeated. Weapons acquired. Accessories acquired. Materials acquired. Unappraised items acquired. Total bounty 1,908,150. I never claimed to be a detective in the first place, so I got a hold of Kikuoka, my government contact I mentioned before. I thought of having you guys meet him, but tell me, Kirito. Let me reread that. Tell me, Kirito. Kureha, she's the top option. Ian, I was told they found Kureha at her home. She looked as though she was asleep, but she was dead. The nerve gear killed her. Ellipsis. It was Taipan who created the death game area, wasn't it? I knew something was off. That's right, so you knew? Yeah, Zaskar's in an uproar about it. How could an employee misuse the seat to hold another death game? I was actually secretly gathering information ever since I heard about Death Gun. But I can't believe that my boss was Taipan. Excuse me. But I can't believe that my boss was Taipan, one of Death Gun's agents. Taipan's a Zaskar employee. I heard he lent a hand to Izuki and shut down the accounts of players he didn't like. According to the police investigation, Izuki had an impressive, long-standing reputation. But no one knows where the real Izuki is. Talking with other Alfred members didn't bear any fruit either. No one knew Izuki in real life. Or maybe it would be more accurate to say that people had all heard different things about him. I'm guessing that was part of his plan. Where he lived, his job, his age, he purposefully
意識
mixed
的
it
に
all
情
up.
報を混ぜていたとしか思えない。
あの男らしいですね。
That's just like him. In the end, the only person he opened up to about
本音を
everything
言った
was
のは
probably you, Ian.
あなたにだけかもしれないわ。
I know because I'm of similar mind.
それと君たちから警察が回収したナーブギアだけど、
And then there are the nerve gears that the police confiscated.
セリスカのものだけが偽物だった。
Celestica's unit was the
ア
only
ミスフィ
fake
アの外
one
観を偽装
was
したものだったってさ。
an Amusphere that had been dressed up to look like a nerve gear.
なぜ
But why? Why
どう
would
して
mine
私
be
の
the
だけ
only
偽物
fake
だった
one?
の？
研究施設から盗ま
Only
れたの
two
は
units
2台
were
だけだ
stolen
った
from
ん
the
だ。
research facility.
誰に偽物を送るか
It
につ
looks
いて
like
は
he didn't
特に
care
意図
who
され
got
てい
the
なかっ
fake
た。
unit. He might have just left it to chance.
あえて運にパイソンが預かった包みは
Taipan
3つ。
apparently said he
そ
was
れを指定され
holding
た住所
three
に送った
packages
だけだと言っていたそう
and
だよ。
just sent them to the addresses he was given. What a
ひ
cruel
どい
trick.
点ね。
So that means that Izuki was
樹は
off
安
in
全なところ
some
で
safe place watching
私
our
たちの
fight.
戦いを見ていたというわけ？
I will never forgive him for this. I don't know. Itsuki said he was risking his own life. I'm not really can't form a conclusive answer, so I don't know.
正解はいつきに聞かないとわからないな。ごくまれに
We won't know for
ナーブギア
sure
を隠し
until
持
we
ってい
ask
る人も
Itsuki. There are some
いる
people
らしいし、
out there who do secretly own nerve gears, or so I've heard.
おそらくいつきには現実世界でも
Itsuki
協
is
力者がい
probably
るんだろう。
working with someone in the real
キコカ
world.
は徹底的に洗い出すと言っていたよ。
Said he's going to completely flush them out.
俺からの報告は以上だ。
That's all I know. You guys are probably still a little
君た
confused.
ちはまだ混乱。君が落ち着いたら、
Ian,
展望
once
台
you
に来てくれない
calm
か？
down, come to the observatory.
君と初めて会った日、
Ian, once you calm down,
少
come
し
to the
話しただろう。
observatory. We spoke a little there the first day we met.
そこで待っている。
I'll be waiting for you.
頭が真っ白というか。
It feels like my mind's gone blank, or rather, it's a whirlwind of emotions.
まだ私にはあそこのド
Part
ア
of
から
me
ク
still
レハ
thinks
ちゃんが
Toreha's
元気
going
に
to
入って
come
くるよう
walking
に
through
思え
that
たし、
door, full of energy as always.
こういうことには
I
正
guess
解なん
there's
て
no
ないんでしょう
right
けど、
way to feel about all of this.
ただ
All
考
we
えて
can do is just reflect on everything.
思ってあなたは
Ian, you. I'm sorry, I don't have an answer yet. I'm sorry, I can't think straight. The top one?
こっちこそごめんなさい。
I'm the one who
い
should
ろ
be
いろと言っ
sorry.
てしまって、
I said a lot of things I shouldn't have.
幼馴染を失ったあなた
You
が
lost your
一番
childhood
傷つ
friend,
い
so
てい
you're
るのに、
taking this harder than any of us.
GGO にログインするのも辛
I'm
いで
sure
しょ
it's difficult for you just to log into GGO,
ただこれだけは言わせて。
but just let me say this. I'm gonna say my thoughts a little bit, speak my mind. Why would I want to keep a childhood friend that basically doesn't respect me? That means she never really saw me as my real self this entire time. She's only seen an incompetent fool the entire time, all since my childhood until now. So why would I want someone like that around? Unfortunately, that's the case. But just let me say this.
私はあなたの強さを信
I
じている。
believe in you.
あなたは自
I
分の
know
力
you're
で自
the
分の
kind of
道を
person
歩める
who
人
has
だ
the
から。
strength to walk your own path in
ど
life.
んな結論であろう
No
と、
matter what you do, I have a great deal of respect for you.
そして私は
I'm
GGO
going
に
to
残
stay
る
in GGO, and I plan on staying with
Sascar
Sascar as well. I'll always be here
セ
in
リスから
GGO.
ずっと
You're
GGO にあり続けるわ。
not going anywhere.
あなたの相棒は
That's an odd way of putting it. Just say friend, we're not partners.
本当に来てくれたんだな。
You actually came.
いや、俺の時は
It's
当
just
分誰
back
とも
when I
話す気に
went
なれ
through
なくてさ、
something similar, I wasn't
ずっ
ready
と
to
一人
talk
でいたんだ。
to anyone for a while. I was alone the whole time.
でも、俺の場合は
But there was
俺が
nothing I
どう
could
しようも
do.
なくダメなやつで、
I was useless and it was all my
俺の
fault.
せいだったから。俺はいわゆる
Ian, I'm one of the
SAO
so-called
survivor.
SAO survivors.
その中でも
I stood on the front lines in that game as a member of a
前線にいたプレイ
group
ヤー
of
でさ、
players called the Assault Team.
仲間を失ったこともある。
I've lost friends and I've even
人を
killed
殺したこと
people.
もある。
You mean you're the Kirito who beats SAO? So you're that hero? Excuse me. So you're that hero, the Black Swordsman?
あのデスゲームをクリアできたのはみんな
I
の
was
力だ。
only able to beat that game because I had everyone's help.
俺を英雄と呼ぶ人もいるけれど、
Some people call me a
俺は決して
hero,
そんな立
but
派な
I'm
ものじゃない。
definitely not as great as people think. It's alright, Kirito. You use your pawns differently than I do, but in the end, the results are the same.
ソードアートオンラインでも、他のゲームでも、
I've learned over and over again how powerless I am
俺
in
は自
Sword
分の無
Art
力さを
Online,
痛感する
in
ばか
other
りだよ。
games, and in the Death Gun incident.
だけど、アスナたちが支えてくれた。
But Azuna and the others were always there for me.
今こうして
I
生
am
き
the
てい
way
る。
I am today because of everyone else.
だから、決して同情とかじゃなくて、君の気持ちが
It's
少
not
しは
like
わか
I'm
るし、
pitying
何
you
か
or
できない
anything,
かと
but
思っ
I
たん
sort
だ。
of understand how you're feeling and thought I might be able to do something to help. He misunderstands me. I didn't force Kureha to sacrifice herself. My plan was to use hyper awareness to dodge the incoming shot. So she just jumped in there for no reason and got herself killed when I was invulnerable to all damage.
おせっかいだったら悪い。でも、聞き役くらいはできるつ
Sorry
もり
if だよ。
I'm
I'm sticking my nose where it doesn't belong. I just thought you could use someone to talk to. Why did Izuki and Deathgun do those things? At the end, I heard a strange voice. I have no idea what they're talking about. Let's do the bottom option.
その言葉、聞き覚えがあるんだけど。
I've heard those words before.
VR 空間に過去のすべて
I
が記
wonder
憶
if
さ
the
れてい
rumor
る
is
という
true
噂
that the
は
virtual space has a
本
record
当な
of
のかな。
everything from the past.
君が聞いた声は
The voice you heard might have belonged
萱場明
to
彦のものかもしれないな。
Akihiko Kayaba. I didn't really hear a voice, I just wanted to know what he was going to say.
そういえば知っているかい？萱場は SAO をクリアされた
Speaking of
後、
which, did you
脳をスキャンし
know
たっ
that
て話。
Kabaya scanned his brain after SAO was cleared?
脳を焼き切るほどの高出力スキャ
In
ン
an
で
attempt to
自分の
digitize his
精神の
mind,
デジ
he
タル化を
performed
試
a
みた。
high output scan so powerful it fried his brain.
成功例のない話だけど、
There's no proof of
ネットワー
him
クの中で
having
あいつはいる
succeeded
の
in
か
doing
な。
that, but you never know. He might be there somewhere in the network. Why did Izuki and Deathgun do those things? I don't particularly care why they did them. The end of the matter is that the fact is that they're in jail or whatever now.
デスガンの犯人。
The end result, I should say, is that they're in jail.
弟の教授はシノンに申し打ちみたいな思いを抱いてい
Kyoji,
た。
one of the Shinkawa brothers and one of the criminals behind Death Gun, was obsessed with Sinon.
シノンはここで最強の存在
He
だ
saw
と
her
決
as
めつけ、
he saw her as the strongest soul player in the game and began pushing his ideals on her.
俺の勝手な憶測だけど、
And this is just my thinking, but Izuki was probably
君に
doing
何
the
かを
same
重ね
thing.
ていた。
He might have been trying to superimpose
求めて
something
いた
on
の
you
かな。
or get something out of you.
今思い返せばだけど、彼らは現実世界より仮想世
He
界に
wanted a
比重が
friend.
傾いてい
That's
た。
what he wanted, but he couldn't get that because he murdered someone. If he would have just asked nicely, I would have said yes. Now that I think about it, those two might have preferred the virtual world over the real one.
おそらく現実世界に失望してい
Maybe
たんだろ
because they lost hope in the real world.
う。どちらの世界でも
But that doesn't change the
俺たち
fact
が
that
生きている
in
ことに
some
変わり
sense
はない
we
の
live in both worlds.
なんかわからないことばかりだな。
Nothing but one confusing thing
でも
after another.
これだけは自信を持って言え
But
る。
there's one thing that I can say with some confidence,
君を大切に思う奴はいっぱいいる。
and it's that there are a lot of people who care about you.
忘れないでほしい。
Don't ever forget about them.
もちろん、俺も
Of
その一
course,
人だ
I'm
か
one
ら。
of those people too.
みんながこんなに
Everyone's here for you, Master.
全く く説明になっていない
Doesn't
けど
explain anything.
あえて解説
Though
するのも
it
やだ
lacked
ね
finesse to come right out. Come right. I couldn't read the rest of it. All right.
みんな考えていることは一
So
緒
everyone's
か
thinking the same thing.
行こ
Let's go. I'm not really too concerned about what happened. It's just odd that we didn't just leave this to the authorities and decided to put our lives at risk. I guess we're done. I might have to split this episode into two because it's looks like it's going to be pretty long because of the credits. But the game was pretty good. It was pretty good. I wouldn't. Okay, let me give you my positives first and the negatives. The game is really fun. It's like a lot of fun. If you've ever watched Ghost in the Shell, the game feels similar to that. The gunplay is pretty nice. The bosses they're not like repeated, although they can be. Although we'll get into the negatives a little bit later, but the bosses are kind of varied. The dungeons are pretty nice. They're a little bit complex. The gunplay is very nice. I really liked the gunplay. The character customization is spectacular. I really liked how I was able to make my character, although they didn't have the haircut that I wanted. Alright, not to the negative parts of the game. When I invest 150 points into critical damage, I expect my character to do a lot of damage. He wasn't doing a lot of damage, so I had to respec and put my points somewhere else. Also, the open world is pretty, like, it's big, but there's not a lot of enemies in it. They're all concentrated in the center of like the map, and that's it mostly. Also, enemies tend to respawn very quickly, so you'll be done clearing a portion of the map and they're already back. What else? The NPCs tend to drag aggro from all over the map, so that's kind of also a negative aspect of the whole thing. But all in all, I enjoyed the game. It was a lot of fun, and hopefully our next playthrough is just as fun. Although, I mean, it's not going to be gun related. The next game I plan is not going to have any guns in it, at least I don't think. As always, it's going to be anime based. And I'm not familiar, I should have mentioned this at the beginning, but I'm not familiar with any of the anime, like Sword Art Online or any of the animes presented. Because our next game is also based off of an anime, which I have not watched. But I think I'll enjoy it all the same. Plus, it gives me kind of like an outsider's perspective, as I'm not familiar with any of the like the anime behind the game that inspired the game. So my opinion is uninfluenced, you can say. It hasn't been influenced by anything. I kind of wish the story was a bit longer. I mean the main story, because there's an off story where you have to be Kirito, which I didn't particularly like because I wanted to play as the character I had created at the beginning of the game, and also the playthrough had gone on for, I think this is going to be like our like 35th episode, something around there, like 35 episodes. And I just didn't want to make it into like 50 episode spots like we had on our previous playthrough of was it Rune Factory Guardians of Ozma? I wanted to make it a shorter playthrough so that you guys could not have to watch 50 episodes of me running around doing all these different types of quests that don't particularly add any value to the game. Plus, it gives you an incentive to buy the game if you're interested and play that other section of story that I didn't play. Not that it involves my character, it involves Kirito, but I mean, if you guys were interested, you guys could do that. I'm not too sure how much longer the credits are going to be. I might just let them play through entirely. Right? I think they might be done. They might be done, and they are done. Confirmation. Rewind time to save your friend. No, if you choose not to, you will be returned to the title screen. We'll see. But as always, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.